show you a few simple exercises, some just things even when you wake up in the morning that you can do to just make daily habits like brushing your teeth. Which brushing your teeth have become automatic responses, muscle memory because you've been doing it for so long, which also in effect that some of that chronic pain that we've been getting that can scream and can turn into even situations such as scoliosis, the disc issues, so much lower back, hip displacement can come from years ago trauma, things that have happened, that from that pain that you've just contracted and held onto that to where the nervous system the brain has stopped telling the body to release that because for so long you've held on to it and it just wants to hold on, and that's the habit. So what we want to do is we want to go in and break that habit, and we know what that means. That means some consistent new habits and change to break it. So we want to go in and break and release and create new communication from the nervous system to the body. And that takes a very active role, which means you need to be connected to it with your brain, communicating. So it's a slow movement, it's gentle moves. It may not seem like much, but it does when it's going to release that pain so that you can move in new ways, the way we're supposed to, symmetrically. And a lot of athletics that we do could be asymmetrical to one side constantly, and that gets us out of alignment. So this happens to dancers, athletes, or injuries from car accidents, all different things. There are reasons why we hold on to that trauma. So we want to relearn new habits and good things. And the exciting thing is that we could do something about it just with some simple moves. So really integrating a lot of Pilates moves which imitate a lot of these exercises. So the exercises I'm going to show you are somatic, which means going into the nervous system, communicating to the body to bring that connection and to bring that release again. So simply this is a good one just to really help release the hips, the lower back, and we've got our shoulders involved here as well. So just laying down, and we're going to come hugging your knees at an L position. And you're just going to, almost like you're scissoring your legs. You're just bringing that hip. Imagine you have an arrow shooting forward, and you want the arrow to shoot forward, and then it's going to pull back. It's subtle, so you just shift forward and back. So the movement's coming from here, not thinking that the leg's doing all the work, but think of coming through that hip. And you're tucked in at your core, and your hips are square. So it's just subtle, shifting forward and back, forward and back. And now we're going to take our hand, scoop it under, and we're going to add to this. Good. And now we're going to shift that forward and then twist behind. Feel that spine. And then you're reaching it forward. And then open, reaching back. So again, you're gliding that knee forward and back. And then aim that elbow back and forward. So we're just trying to get those muscles symmetrical again. Get them both communicating. And of course, we're going to be doing these on both sides. So I'll show you several different exercises on one side, and then just play this video and repeat it and go to the other side. And just feel everything gliding and opening. Good. So now another one. Imagine you have cement glue at your knees, and you're just going to have those legs square again. The camera's not showing that well. and then lift and lower and feel those hip movements. And every time you lift your ankle, you're gonna feel that hip engaging. Good, again. Now we're gonna add to that, and you're gonna add a little twist. Your knees are still glued together. Aim that elbow towards those toes, and release. And reach, and release, and we're gonna add to that. So we're gonna reach, but then when you release, come and lift, feel a scoop. Feel that rib cage engage, and then reach. And open that chest and reach. And now you can even change the angle with your elbow going in your rib cage, twisting in different directions. And just feel the different muscles engaging with a different rotation that you're adding. So subtle, but you can really feel how your hips engaging, shoulder is engaging, releasing that lower back. Nice, so just take this video and rewind it and do it again on the other side.